The White House is working behind the scenes to try to get President Biden more favorable media coverage.
We're just discussing this. So
It's not behind the scenes.
Right, it's right out in front. So what is it going to take to turn the president's favorability around? Better press coverage? Joining us now to talk about it, former White House official for the Bush administration, Ashley Davis, and host of Stacey on the Right and co-chair of Project 21, Stacey Washington. And what we were commenting on is this Washington Post op-ed regarding Biden's poor media coverage, which states, and it, in a longer version, but basically they're saying that President Trump had worse media coverage had better media coverage is what they're saying. Yeah, the media treats Biden as badly or worse than Trump. And then they go on and try to have some proof of that. Ashley, your thoughts, since you worked for the Trump administration, do you think that's true?
Well, actually, I worked for the Bush administration, but I do have to say that no, that's fine. No one can actually believe or say that with a straight face. I mean, how President Trump was treated in the media is something that no one has ever experienced before. I do think, though, what they're doing is very common in regards to briefing the press. Obviously, when in the Bush administration, especially after 9/11 and many other domestic issues, once you had a policy almost complete, you did try to give background information to the press so you would have some coordinated effort. So it's not unheard of, but the op-ed is completely off course.
Yeah, and Stacey, I think you could make the argument that if they had done a better job, or they were convincing people they did a better job, or if they had better policies, which appear to be rejected by most Americans, the press coverage might be a little easier.
Well, yeah, I mean, we saw evidence that the meeting has had impact, because the news media was recently covering the fact that gasoline prices are down across the country. Only we're talking about a 5-cent drop. The increase has been many, many times that. So 5 cents off, thanks, I want actual drops, like 50 cents off. Let's get back below $3 a gallon like we were during the Trump administration. And that's only one example of the change in coverage. So there was outrage online, a lot of really notable individuals on Twitter taking Brian Stelter and others to task over this story. But the fact is, 98% of the coverage at one point during the Trump administration was bad by the media. It was consistently well over 90% negative coverage, and that's per data from the Media Research Center. And they just have people who watch television all day and all night and literally, distill what the coverage is, whether it's negative or positive or something else. So. Yeah. Bentley and I, who you can see walking around in the background there in his little elf suit, we agree that this is total bunk and it's propaganda.
Love the hat. The whole setting works.
Yes, yeah. And it's definitely going to work with the topic that we're going to talk about coming up. So stand by.